He used to do tractor pulls.
Yeah, after he got done with it, he built the first rocket, or whatever it was, drag race. A friend of mine knew him real well. Oh, 650. And kept running around it for But that's just like anything. Everybody has their specs that they want. That's why Walmart sells stuff so cheap. Going to the Walmart specs, you know, batteries or anything, you know.
That's
There's
right.
only 3 battery companies in the United States. They make them all.
This is my John Deere 210. It's a 1985, and we've been using it since this house was built, to mow our yard for the last 32 years. And it's been a good tractor. Of course, it's got the cast iron Kohler, 10 horse, and had it rebuilt probably, maybe 10 years ago. I'm guessing it's got somewhere between 800 and 1,200 hours on it. I do have an hour meter on it since I rebuilt the motor, but it's been a good tractor, and so we're gonna keep using her. Right now it's not cleaned up. It's just kind of, I blow it off when I do the lawn just with a blower and get all the stuff off of it. But I'm thinking about cleaning it up a little bit, maybe having the deck painted. Original deck, I put some reinforced rod on the deck. Just I have a few users of this that bang into stuff, so that seems to help it a little bit. You can see it a little bit there. And it doesn't have too many scratches on it. It's got some worn spots on it from just 32 years of use. And of course, these things are easy to work on, I think. I put a lot of stuff on it. Got a fuel pump, fuel line, and all that good stuff. Redid it here last spring, I guess it was. It was cutting out on me. It just turned out it was the fuel pump wasn't strong enough to pump the juice to it. So, but deck is in good shape. It's the original deck. It's 38 inch, I think, 38 or 39. And I put a few patches on it. But like most of you know out there, John Deere's are good tractors, and this 210 is really a machine that's really good. I just like it. Yeah, so this 210 was purchased in 1985. It is a 1985, and I think when my stepfather bought this, he paid $3,200 for it. And to mow his yard here, it's not a big yard, but this is about the right size tractor for that. And most of the workout comes really in the fall, because we have a lot of maples here, and I run a leaf vac system with this tractor. And you know, I'll tell you, it's a lot of work, and this little 210 is taking care of business pretty well. Local fire department has their siren going just as I'm getting my new tractor. Morning, Ron.
Morning, how are you?
Good. I'm going to put you on YouTube.
What's that?
I'm going to put you on YouTube.
That's all right. What you remember from before, or you want to just kind of go over everything?
You know what? I've been watching YouTube videos, so I kind of know
You kind of know
this
the
tractor.
ins and outs of it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Is there anything you would suggest or go over with me?
Well, we can just start with the basic controls,
Okay.
and then kind of go from there. The camera makes me nervous.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so start over here. Big pedal is your brake pedal. Right, push it down to start it. Push it down and lock it on to get off the machine with the engine running only. You cannot have the mower deck running.
Right.
So that is your brake there. Forward and reverse is here. This button here will raise and lower your mower deck, this lever.
Top one's mower deck.
Top one's mower deck. The bottom one right now does nothing for you. If you add a snow blower or a front blade down the
That's
road,
what
it's
for.
the second function
Okay.
for it. Right now it doesn't do anything for you. Keys there, fairly self-explanatory. Does have a preheat, so we click her on, little preheat button right there in the bottom left corner. It's a diesel engine, so when it goes off, then you start it.
Okay.
This turns your blades on, and of course that turns them off. Would also engage your front PTO, so you do put a blower or whatever else
Gotcha.
on. That's the guy. This is your cruise control here.
Okay.
Just mechanical lock. So push down the pedal, push the button in, hold it in, push the pedal, and it'll come off.
Okay.
All right. This side over here, we have a couple of things. We have the power for our 12-volt outlet. We have our lights. We have our throttle for the engine. And here's our differential lock right there. So on the differential lock, what you want to do is you don't want to have one wheel spinning really hard. So if you're stuck in the snow or stuck in the mud, and then ram on it so both go in, it will take it for a while, right? Eventually you're going to cause an issue. So if you know you're going to need it, you want to push it while both tires are moving at the same speed, or let the stuck tire come to a stop and then push it and then go on your way.
Okay.
That make sense to you?
Yeah, it does. I've used those before.
Okay. Diesel fuel here. Always buy clean fuel. Always, always, always. And don't buy.
Did you top it off before you brought it down?
Yes, full fuel. Yeah.
You did?
Oh yeah.
I was just kidding.
No, it's full fuel.
Thank you.
One of the biggest things we see with these is the fuel filters are very fine now for the meet the emissions on the engines.
Yes.
So the people who use steel cans or try and buy a year's worth of fuel in advance normally have trouble. All right. Good clean can. Plastic's probably better than metal. 5 gallons at a time's a good deal.
Okay. Now I bought 2 yellow cans, but I should just fill them when I need them then, pretty much.
Fill them when you need them. Yeah,
okay.
You don't want it sitting around. Just as you need it. With this yard, 10 gallons might last you half the season. You know?
Is that right?
Yeah, this is pretty good on fuel. So.
I read they were.
Yeah, they're actually pretty excellent on fuel.
Now,
turn this off.
When we were on a farm, they always said never run a diesel out of fuel because then you have to bleed.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Because you can't have air in the system the way it
Right.
works. On this particular guy.
Well, Gary, that's impressive looking.
Let's see. So on this guy has an auto bleed for the fuel filter.
Okay.
You crack the ring around it. Turn the key to the first click. It'll pump fuel into it. When fuel starts to run out and no more air bubbles, you tighten that back up.
Okay.
Okay.
So it has a method in case
So
you
this
do
does
run
have
it
an
out.
auto bleed. So when
Well,
you were
I plan on not ever doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So when you were back on the farm, they probably did not have an auto bleed function.
No, you had to take them all apart.
And you had transfer pump and pump it. Yeah, you
Yes.
got it. These are a little bit better than that, but still not a great idea to run out of fuel.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. While we got the hood up, a couple of things. Up here at this fuel filter I was referring to right there. See that guy? This piece in the front here.
Okay, hold on. I want to get over. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's your fuel filter. Very important to this engine. Air filter is up right here. This little canister is your air filter.
Say that again.
This is your air filter right here.
Okay.
2 plastic tabs, two tabs all around this plastic, and they click off and it slides forward and the air cleaner slides out.
Okay.
Okay. Engine oil filter is right there. Engine oil fill is right here.
Okay.
Okay.
And this, from what I read, it has a drain line that's really simple. I know my 210 has the petcock that you turn off the bottom.
Yeah. There's your there's your.
Is that the drain?
Yeah, that's your drain right
Okay.
there.
Well, you're a popular guy, Ron.
Baby on vibrate.
Let's see here. You got to deliver about 10 of these today?
I got a couple I gotta do because the normal driver is busy doing something else, but I got a couple we're gonna try and get out today. Yeah. That radiator is here. What you're gonna notice in the really dusty conditions is you're gonna start to get some grass and debris gonna start to collect on there, kind of make a mat.
Okay.
Take your hand and just wipe it off.
All right.
It's kind of normal, and it has a temperature gauge on a little digital dash, and you'll see that start to climb.
Well, it'll actually start. It'll actually
start to climb and push it off, right?
Okay, 'cause
What happens is we can't get any air into it because this will actually form a pretty solid mat.
Okay, because I know when I do the leaves in the fall, I mean,
Yep.
it's dusty like you wouldn't believe.
Yep, not a big deal. You see it, it's easy. You just wipe it off. But all of our air comes from the engine, comes through these screens, comes into our radiator, which is right here, and we want to make sure that we got lots of air to it.
Okay.
Okay. And then here this little tab here. This is like a pre-cleaner for the radiator. You use a little thumb button there, you slide it out, and then you can pull that out and
Okay.
clean that off as well. That will also start to collect with some debris. And then that's just normal operation, you know.
Okay.
A day like today is not an issue, but those
Right.
August grasses or the leaves, the dry leaves in the fall. Okay. What else? I think that's the main of the engine there. Any questions? CJ4 to criteria. Most all diesel. It's a 1540, so most all diesel engine oils meet that now.
Okay.
And then in the back here, let me find it. There's a couple of things. So our third fluid is a low viscosity hydraulic fluid. We check that right here. This is our check. This guy right here.
Okay.
Okay. It's kind of like automatic transmission fluid. Unless there's an issue, you're probably not using it, but this is where you check it.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, for some reason, you have to push this tractor. Just want to move it in the garage a few feet. So you don't got to start or whatever. Release the parking brake and see where my hand's at on this rod. This guy right here.
Yep.
You push this up like that, and it releases the hydrostat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Make sense to you?
Yep.
My brake's on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, and that's it. So that's our three fluids. That's it.
Okay, so I took delivery of this X750 today, and it's just a backup tractor for my 210, or actually my 210's a backup tractor to the this X750. My mother here likes to mow yards, so I'll let her use the 210. She's a little bit more used to it, and she enjoys doing the yard. This tractor's obviously a lot of tractor for my little lot here, but it's 2 lots actually, and there's really, I have a lot of maples here, and it's hard work sucking them up. I take off about 25 loads every fall, so this is really what that's going to be doing. Now I think probably, I looked at the 300 series and the 500 series, and it probably would have been fine for this lot. If it wasn't for the leaves and all the maples we have, I would have just gotten a 0 degree and mowed the yard with it. But I do need something with a lot of beef. And the only reason I went with the X series is, quite honestly, I just wanted a diesel and I couldn't get it in anything smaller. Don't really probably need it, but I could do it, so I got it. And it's a beautiful tractor, just really is. And it's got the excuse me, 54-inch deck, which is going to be plenty for here. And I've got to add some things to it as time goes on here. I've got to make a special bracket for my leaf vac for the back. You can't get a bucket for one of these things, a loader. It's the only kind of downfall. They used to get them with the earlier models, but I think the EPA has a little bit to do with that, because they just don't want to put one on this. So anyway, I'm going to start her up for you. Unfortunately, I don't have a GoPro, which would have been probably better for filming something like this. But here we go. We'll start her up. Runs good, sounds good. You want to start these up in low throttle position, let it warm up a little bit. I got that tip from Michael T. And so that's what we'll do when we use this tractor. So these 3-cylinder diesels that John Deere puts in these tractors, They're really quite impressive. This one happens to be one that has a lot of the emissions control on it, so I know. tell my mom's having a lot of enjoyment mowing the yard. Decided to let her use it. I didn't have the heart to tell her she couldn't. She actually runs this better. I think that hydrostat for the pedals is easier for her. I don't think she'd do good with a Rio, but it doesn't matter. She can just cut out anyway. Anti-scalp wheels that they put on this deck are pretty cheap. They adjust pretty easily, and there's instructions on how to adjust those. Right now, I'm actually probably mowing about 3.5 inches. I kind of like that height. I know some people even mow as high as 5 inches, but I've never really thought that would be good for here. As you can see, my mom's really doing a nice job with this tractor. She knows an instinctively how to turn it. It's got a sharper turn radius than the 210, and she does a nice job with it. I'm proud of her. Drilling these holes this week with a rented one-man postal digger, and I really didn't do a very good job. As a matter of fact, I hurt my back, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not mowing. And just never had a back injury like that, or it's the lower lumbar, I guess what they call it. And boy, I couldn't even get off the floor this afternoon, so it's feeling a little better now. It's nice to be outside. Nice sunny day. But I'll tell you, this is a nice tractor. And X750 is just a really nice tractor. This is the third time I've mowed with it. And I'm really impressed. It does a great job on the lawn. I was no worried about that 54-inch deck, but it's nice and even. If you adjust those wheels just right, it won't scalp. I'm really pleased with this.